Welcome to the Bearded Sharper. Today we're going to make a sheath for the Leatherman ARC. Everyone knows these are learning videos, and everyone can learn with me, and you'll see a few different things today than what you have in the past. Now we'll get to it. I wanted to make a sheath similar to the one I made for the Victorinox knife. I am attaching a snap on the lower part of the sheath first this time. To make sure the front of the sheath was wide enough to compensate for the wet forming, I made a mock-up first. The mock-up was the same width as what you see now. You can see the difference after it was formed. You can see it's exactly the same width now. I stamped the front and the back prior to the video. To make sure the snap was exactly where I wanted, I measured down 3/8 of an inch. I used an awl to mark my position on the sheath. And then I measured and placed the mark in the center. I just got in a new set of hole punches. We're going to use them today rather than drilling the hole out. Now that the snap is set, we can start wet forming the front of this sheath. Since this is 9 to 10 ounce leather, I wanted to make sure it was good and wet so it would form better. I wanted to allow myself 1 inch space at the bottom of this sheath for the wet forming. I do plan on trimming the width and the length of the sheath after it's formed. If you've noticed, all the parts are much straighter on this sheath. I changed the angle on my Leathercraft knives and used a utility knife and stropped the blade on it. I'm just forming up the sides today. After this dries, I'll be able to see exactly where I need to skive the leather to thin it out to make it look much nicer. This also helps me assure that the snap is centered and everything is straight. Now we can let this dry overnight, come back, do the skiving and the wet forming. Due to the thickness of this leather, it did require quite a bit of skiving. I used 3 different skiving knives, doing just a little bit at a time to make sure I didn't overdo it. Now I can brush away the mess and we'll have a clean area to finish for wet forming. Now I'm going to let this set up and have the shape that we need. This will be the conclusion of part 1 in this series. Make sure you watch part 2. Just a reminder for the viewers, like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. You'll stay up to date on all the latest content from the Bearded Sharpener, bringing great reviews on great products. Till then, have a good day.